right, guys, good morning, good day, depending on where you are. I am Loren Cunningham Hammond, also known as the trainer with too many names. I am one of the trainers here at National General Accident and Health. And today we're going to go over two particular products that I especially love. Now, if you guys have any questions, problems, concerns, please hit me up in the chat, or you can also hit me with questions in the question and answer section, and I will answer them as I go along. Hello, Aubrey. Welcome. Now, guys, we are going to go over the National General Accident and Health as long as the hospital expense protection programs. Hello, Sherry. Again, if you have any questions, please hit me up in the chat as well as the question and answer section. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. Again, if you have questions, please, by all means. Now, please, one thing that I have just found out this morning is we are having at National General's quoting software, we are having some problems because we are in Texas and there are rolling blackouts. All of that information is, the quote system is being moved over to our Ohio facility, so please be patient. But in the meantime, if you guys have problems, questions, concerns, you can always email me. I watch over that email box like a hawk. And as we progress, I will answer questions for you. Okay, guys. So our National General Accident and Health, this is a fixed benefit indemnity plan. So today we're going to go over the fixed benefit indemnity plans, the NatGen Access, some of the plan benefits, how it works. Then we're going to go over the hospital expense plans as well as resources. Now, these resources are for you as well as your clients. You can teach them. I think it's a great tool for you to be able to follow up and show them and navigate around. Just takes a few minutes. So why a fixed benefit indemnity plan? Now, I'm going to put a lot of emphasis on this is a fixed indemnity plan. So please note that 64% of Americans avoid or delay treatment due to medical costs. And unfortunately, you know, they're scared of what that is going to cost them. So they avoid going to the hospital, the emergency room, the doctor. 44% of Americans do not visit a doctor when they're sick or even injured because they do not know the cost of that visit. 41% of Americans have problems with medical bills or debts due to health care costs. These are true facts, guys. Unfortunately, this is the day we live in. So again, this is a fixed indemnity plan. It's an affordable way for your client to get health care that they need. Now, please note, these are not a major med plan. These are not to replace an Affordable Care Act plan. These, I like to sell this in conjunction with a short-term medical plan. Fixed benefit indemnity plans are going to help cover that anticipated cost of everyday healthcare services. Pays first dollar amounts for certain covered healthcare services. Clients will pay anything in excess of the plan benefit. So some of the highlights: the fixed benefit indemnity plan that offers clients affordable, predictable access to healthcare. So clients can go to any doctor or hospital and receive a set benefit amount. There's no deductibles or a copay, because again, guys, this is an indemnity plan. Benefits for both preventative and unplanned office visits, labs and x-rays, surgeon costs, plus a lot more. Now, there are no waiting periods for injury or sickness within the benefit. So again, and I'm going to sound like a broken record here, this is not, and please do not present it as a replacement for a major medical plan. I tend to present this as an addition to a short-term medical. I have a couple of clients that have a group insurance. You can sell this in conjunction with any other plans that we have here at National General. So remember, you want to help cover those costs that the other plans aren't covering. So if your insured needs help paying for that healthcare expense, this is a great option. So again, this is an indemnity plan, guys. Access is not suitable for clients who utilize a lot of medical services or need that Affordable Care Act coverage. Again, this is not a replacement for major med. People that want that comprehensive medical coverage have serious illness or chronic conditions. So that person that's in the hospital quite frequently, say for, a heart condition, not necessarily the greatest thing, because there is going to be a health questionnaire here, guys. Now, we do also offer a guaranteed issue. It's not as robust as some of our other plans, but that is still an option. People that are eligible for an Affordable Care Act subsidy plan, again, not a good option always, only because of the price. Now, as I was saying earlier, we have that guaranteed issue, but we also have 3 other options. We have the value, the fundamental, and the enhanced plan, plus that guaranteed issue. Now, for the sake of, because this is a lot of information, so for the sake of timing here, guys, I'm going to go over the enhanced, but you'll see that there is all 4 plans laid out. You'll notice that the guaranteed issue is not as robust as the other plans. So like for an office visit on year 1, your insured would receive $100 per office visit, up to 4 visits a year. Now, there are claims to be filled out, so it's not automatic, guys. On year 2, you'll notice that it's 5 visits per year, and on year 3, it's 6 visits per year. So National General likes to reward our insureds for sticking with us. Loyalty rewards, I like to call it. That's just me. So the longer you keep the policy, the higher the benefit is for you. On that preventative office visit, $100 payment to your insured twice a year. Urgent care visits, $200 a visit, up to 4 a year. Laboratory and prescription, radiology, so that, x-rays, mammograms, $300 per visit, 2 visits per year. Laboratory services is a $75 payment per test. That's 2 tests per day with a maximum of 5 days per year. Outpatient prescription drug. This is a $25 payment for a fill for your insured, and that is 50 fills per year. Now, there is a caveat to the prescription, so I will walk you through it. So on the emergency and the transition of care, we do offer a large variety of benefit. So like, for example, ground ambulance is a $1,000 payment to your insured, 1 trip per year. Air ambulance is $2,000 a trip, 1 per year. That emergency room visit is a $250 visit, 3 per year. Skilled nursing facility is covered under the enhanced. That is $100 per day, up to 50 days per year. The home health care, $100 payment. Oh, anonymous attendee, that is a great question. This is per person on the policy. So it has to be a named person on the policy would receive these benefits, okay? Now, child only is not an option, but we will go into more detail on that, okay? But again, they have to be on the policy. Home health care, again, $100 a person a day for 50 days. Hospice care is $100 a day up to 50 days. Thank you for that question. That was wonderful. Thank you. On the enhanced, hospital admission, please note the key here is admitted into the hospital. So if you have an insured that ended up in the hospital, but they were only set for observation, they would not receive this money. So the key to this is admitted into the hospital. So $1,000 a day for 10 per year. ICU sickness, $4,000 a day, 60 days per year. ICU injury, you'll also hear me refer to tier 2, so that is referring to injury. ICU injury, $6,000 a day, 60 days per year. Home health care practitioner visits is $75 a visit, 10 per year. And again, this is under the hospitalization. Confinement, sickness. So you'll note that as the years go on, year 1, 2, and 3, the amounts are changing. So under the enhanced, we have $3,000 a day, $3,750 on year 2, and on year 3, $4,500. But guys, please note, there's no maximum days allowed, unlike the guaranteed issue. So please note, if you have an insured that was hospitalized for sickness, for example, say COVID, unfortunately, if they are in the hospital for 10 days due to that injury, or excuse me, the illness, sickness, then it's 10 times $3,000, $30,000. On the confinement, now this is injury, slipped, fell, broke a wrist. In ice, I'm in Northwest Montana. We've had ice all week. So with that being said, if I slipped, fell, broke my wrist, confinement due to the injury, $6,000 a day. Again, no maximum. Year 2, $7,500 a day. Again, no maximum. And year 3, $9,000 a day. No maximum. Now, surgery. Surgery tier 1, you'll notice it's $7,000 per surgery. Tier 2 is $3,000 per surgery. Now remember when I had that earlier slide, tier 1 was referring to sickness. So tier 1 is sickness. Tier 2 is injury. Okay. So assistant surgeon, in the event an assistant surgeon is in surgery, you will receive an additional payment of $3,500, and this is 4 surgeries per year. On that tier 2, $1,500 on that surgery, 4 per year. Anesthesia, $1,500 per surgery up to 4 a year. Under that tier 2, it is $750 per surgery up to 4 per year. Outpatient surgical facility, $7,500 per surgery up to 4 a year. Now guys, please note, your insured would receive the money for the ER visit, $250, plus if they were admitted, $1,000, plus if they had to have surgery, and then the money's, it keeps accumulating. Now guys, we highly recommend that your insured sticks within the First Health network. Now, why go to First Health? Well, we have over 5,100 hospitals within this network. There is over 110,000 ancillary facilities, over 695,000 professional providers. 96% of the US population has access to the First Health provider within a 20-mile radius. Now, why would we encourage them? They can go to any network they want. They can go any doctor, any facility. But by sticking to the First Health network, they will receive a variety of discounts depending on the service, of course, those discounts can go anywhere from 30 to 50%. Again, we want our insureds to kind of stick within the network, but if they don't, they don't, but we encourage them because they get a discount. So how the plan works, we're going to go over some sample rates as well as the additional savings and then some life association stuff. How the plan works. So before the treatment, so prior to receiving treatments, Access members should use the network website to search for the network providers. Again, if we can have them stick within the network, fabulous, because they're getting that additional discounts. Schedule appointments with providers, excuse me. Make sure that they schedule within the provider, again, because we want them to get that discount. Present their ID cards when checking into the appointment. So if they have a short-term medical, that's one medical card. And then of course, with the access, they get a separate medical card. Once they have completed their treatment, an explanation of benefit will show members their network discounts and the plan benefits paid. Members are responsible for paying any remaining balance after the plan benefits are paid. Member services, members are going to receive the same plan benefits regardless of where they receive care or how much the provider charges. All right, let me see here. I thought the tiers referred to the different levels of surgery, major versus minor. That is not my understanding, Steve, but I can double check it. But it's my understanding that tier 1 is referring to the sickness versus the tier 2. But I will double check that. Thank you for that question. So when it comes to the prescription, remember I did say earlier there is you have to submit a claim. So, you know, when you go into the pharmacy and you pick up your prescription for yourself or your loved one and you get that long ticker tape receipt, don't worry about that one. We actually need, when you are submitting a claim for the prescription, you're going to visit us at the natgenhealth.com/claims, help PHP. So I'm going to show you where that is on our website. You're going to keep, and please make sure your insureds understand that they need to keep the actual prescription paper. It's that white piece of paper. Please make sure that they keep that because that's what they're going to need to submit. So they submit the claim form along with a copy, if they can scan it, if they can photocopy it, as you know, because it needs to show the drug name, the quantity, the prescription number, as well as the cost. So again, that ticker tape that you see with the receipt, no, don't worry about that. Again, it's the front page for the prescription. So let's look at Stacy here. Stacy was walking her dog. She fell and dislocated her shoulder. She has the NatGen Access Fundamental Plan. She visited the ER. She had an x-ray on her shoulder. So total cost was $1,035. The network discount was $390. The ER benefit was $250. So the x-ray benefit was $250. The out-of-pocket cost for Stacy was only $145. So this is a just brief sample of our rates from ages 30 to 39. Now, please note, one parent family is single parent, and then two parent family are mom, dad, multiple parents within the household. Because believe it or not, that has come up quite a bit. From ages 50 to 54, again, these are just some sample rates, guys. So you know that you can always combine our supplemental plans with a large variety of plans that we offer here at National General. We have the accident medical expense with the optional cancer, heart, stroke. We also have the Triomed cancer, heart, and stroke standalone policies. We have the term life. Jonathan, I'm not understanding what you're asking, my dear. If you could be more clear, I would appreciate that. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Accident medical expense with our accidental death and dismemberment policy. We have the dental PPO as well as the dental indemnity plans. We also have the select dental PPO, and then we have the dental vision hearing plans. We have a large variety of plans within our portfolio, guys. Now, depending on the state, life association is either built in or it can be purchased in addition to. So some of the benefits of the life association is the Telemed for Life. So the Telemed for Life is going to connect you with a physician via the phone or video 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, unlimited consultations at no extra charge. Now, unfortunately, there are some other plans out there that offer the Telemed or Teledoc, and it is additional copay. We don't have an additional copay. It's just built in. We also have pre-negotiated savings on prescriptions, vitamins, and more, hospital negotiation services, and discounts on direct lab services. ID theft protection are some of the additional services, auto discounts. For example, I just bought tires for my 1-ton pickup truck. Fitness center discounts, member travel advantages, entertainment discounts, plus a lot more. Eligibility, states availability, limitations and exclusions, and some enrollments. Ooh, Jonathan, that is a great question. If the plan pays more than the bill does the client get the leftover benefits? So say, for example, that insured has gone to the emergency room and they were admitted. All the monies that is there would go to the bill, and then any money left over would then go to the insured. Primary applicant is between ages 18 to 64 at the time of applications. We can add dependent children up to age 26. This plan is renewable to the month the client turns 65. Requires clients to fill out that health questionnaire. Unfortunately, we do not offer a child-only application. So guys, please keep in mind, if you have those insureds with an extensive health history, you can still go to that guaranteed issue. Now, keep in mind, it's still not as robust, but it is still an option. These are the current states in which the National General Access Plan is available. Now, please note we are constantly adding new states, so please keep an eye out. Yes, Kylie, you are correct. The cutoff is up to age 60, when the month that they turn 65. And he is not Medicare eligible. I'm sorry. We do have some new products coming out within NatGen that will be focusing on the over 65. That is all the information that I have right now on that, but please keep an eye out, and we will be announcing as products are being rolled out. There are quite a lot of products that are going to be rolling out this year for the over 65. Unfortunately, I cannot give you underwriting concessions because I don't have that ability. But Kylie, if you can email me what's going on with your client, I can do some digging and see if there's anything else. that we can help him with. Limitations and exclusions. Guys, if you need a more detailed list of those limitations and exclusions, you can always go to the natgenhealth.com website, and you can always find them on there. But these are just some generic limitation and exclusions: pre-existing conditions, dental procedures, elective or cosmetic surgeries, weight loss, chronic pain, pregnancy and maternity. Yes, guys, pregnancy and maternity is not covered because remember, this is not a major med plan. This is a indemnity plan. It is a fixed benefit indemnity plan. We have actually had quite a lot of agents recently ask if this is a great replacement for other plans for a client that is pregnant. Unfortunately, that is not the case. Workers' compensation, hazardous activities, alligator wrestling, someone that goes rock climbing, unfortunately, not going to be a covered benefit if they are involved in those hazardous activities. Mental disabilities and chemical abuse, that also pertains to rehab, guys, whether it's chemical or alcohol-related rehab. Okay, if you guys have any more questions, I would like to take a second here and look them up. Okay, we will continue on. So we're going to go over why a hospital indemnity plan. This one's going to be really quick, guys. So a plan design, how it's going to work, as well as state availability and eligibility. Post-sales administration. So again, resources for you, the agent, as well as what you can be teaching your client. So why a hospital expense protection? Approximately 62% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings account. Of people whose deductible is equal to 5% of their income, 40% decide not to go to the doctor when they thought they needed to. Unfortunately, these are true facts. So the hospital protection plan is going to provide a set cash benefit that helps pay for that out-of-pocket costs. This comes with multiple plan designs, including options with benefits for doctor's visits and laboratory benefits. This is going to pay on top of other coverages. So in a perfect world, I would sell a short-term medical, the access plan, as well as this on top of it, because you're covering all aspects. Customers can use the cash benefit that they receive to, pay their medical bills. We're not going to tell our insured what they need to do with their monies, but we would hope that they would pay their medical bills if they have any. Aubrey, I'm not familiar with that. Interesting. So first dollar benefits are going to help with the hospital stays due to a sickness or an accident. Now there is a 30-day waiting period. No deductibles or copays. No network restrictions. And this is also going to include that life association membership. Now, remember guys, if you're selling multiple national general plans, say you're selling the 3 that I just talked about, the short-term medical, the access, as well as this particular plan, you are only going to need 1 life association. Now, depending on the state, it's automatically built in, or again, it can be added. So remember, you're getting that access to the telemed or the teledoc, whichever you prefer to call it. as well as the wellness card, which gives you that discount program that we talked about. So for hospital benefit, you'll notice that we have 5 levels here. Now, with the 5 levels, you'll notice that it's getting more robust as we go through the levels. But for that hospital benefit, confinement benefits 31 days per policy year requires a stay of more than 24 hours. So again, if you have someone that's in for observation, unfortunately, it is not going to pay that in observation. They have to be admitted. So let's just look at the level 4. So under that is $150. Hospital admission, 1 admission per policy year. They will receive a payment of $1,500. Doctor's office visits, 2 days per policy year. So that's 2 different visits, $75. X-rays, again, 2 per policy year. They will receive $50 each. Laboratory services, $50. Now, again, there is a 30-day waiting period from the effective date of the policy, guys. So as you know, we have a large variety of other products to choose from: the short-term medical, the foundation health plan, as well as supplemental, plan enhancer, trio med, term life, critical illness. We also have a large variety of the dental plans, the dental PPO, the dental indemnity, the select dental, and then the dental vision hearing. So let's look at our friend here, Lindsay. She has a short-term medical plan with a $2,500 deductible with a level 4 hospital expense protection plan. So the total cost of her visit and her procedures was $573.01. The short-term plan network discount. So again, it's under the short-term medical. So whether that is Aetna or Cigna within the network, she received a discount of $249.74. With this AHCP plan, there was an office visit benefit of $75. The AHCP plan X-ray benefit was $50. And then the lab benefit, again, was $50. So Lindsay's total out-of-pocket cost was $148.27. So this is going to help costs, cover costs for the primary medical plan may not be paying. So let's look at Brandon here. He has a $5,000 out of pocket. He has the level 2 hospital expense protection plan. So the primary plan out of pocket maximum, again, $5,000. The AHCP paid for his hospital admission. That was $3,000. And then the AHCP paid for 3 days in the hospital, which was $450. So the total cost to Brandon was $1,550. Oh my goodness, Kyle, that is a wonderful question. Can the Teleman appointment count as a doctor's office visit? I don't believe it does. But if you can email me, I will double check it. But again, I'm not 100% clear on that. Telemed is no cost, but I don't believe that that is going to count towards the access. But I will double check. Correct, it is separate. Thank you, Steve. Okay, so again, we have the Telemed for life here, guys, with the Life Association, because we've kind of touched on that. These are the current states in which the AHCP plan is available. Now, please note, California and Oregon are not. I've actually had that pointed out to me and asked why. We are constantly adding new states to a large variety of our products. So please keep in mind that, keep an eye on it. Now, eligible ages. Primary applicant between the ages of 18 to 64 at the time of application. Children up to age 26 can also be on the plan, but again, they have to be dependent. We do not offer a child-only plan at this time. And again, guys, requires a health questionnaire. Now, if someone has gone to say they have the short-term medical plan, Kyle, and they have gone to the doctor under the access plan, they would receive the monies for the doctor's office visit. Example of exclusions, guys: pre-existing conditions, pregnancy and maternity, workers' compensation, dental procedures, elective or cosmetic surgeries, hazardous activities, mental disabilities or chemical abuse, prescription drug and medications. Now, for those of you that have been on these trainings before, you know that here at National General, we can issue a policy as soon as tomorrow. The initial payment can be withdrawn any date between the time of the application, but it must be before the effective date. The reoccurring payment must be 5 days before the monthly anniversary of the effective date. So if Steve were to write me a policy effective tomorrow, the 17th, my monthly anniversary then would be the 12th going forward. Acceptable forms of payment are checking and savings account, Visa, MasterCard, or Discover. So resources. Now these are for you, the agent, and you can also use these to teach your clientele. So if you go to our website, natgenhealth.com, this is what our webpage looks like. We've just recently updated it, super cheery and beautiful. Now, if you click on Agent Broker, this is where you're going to find your agent tools as any of your information you can quote. Now, please note, because of the rolling power outages in the state of Texas, the quoting is not up and working right now. It is being transitioned over to our Ohio facility, so please be patient with that. If you go into the Explore Our Coverage tab, these are where you can help your client choose the right coverage that meets their needs. And then my favorite tab in here is the marketing materials. This is where you're going to find any and all of your plan brochures, flyers, trifolds. If you download the trifold, it actually comes in a PDF format, and you can input your agency or your information. So you can print it out, color, or I prefer the color, and then present it to your insured along with all of the other stuff that you're going to be working with them on. Great, great benefit for you guys. Now, by clicking on the existing customers, this is where you can find a doctor, whether it's you searching for a doctor within the short-term medical, any of our dental, all of our products where a provider is needed. You can find it here in Find Doctors and Facilities on your plan. This is where general documentation can be viewed by your insured. If you need to submit a claim, or if your insured wants to submit a claim, again, existing customers, this is where it's going to be. If your client needs to view any and all of their policy information, they can go to the mynatgen.com. Now, when they're doing that e-signature, when they've completed their application, this is what the member portal looks like. So they're going to use the link mynatgen.com, create their password. This is where they are going to sign in for future reference. They can view their policy documents. If they need a temporary ID card, because remember, a permanent ID card will arrive by mail anywhere from 10 to 14 days after the policy is issued. This is where they can also check or update their payment if they want to change EFT, or if they want to change their their credit card information. This is where they can do that as well. And then if they want to change the payment around too. Now, quick recap, guys. Set dollar amount to help with those healthcare costs. No lifetime limits. Pick any doctor or hospital. Of course, they're going to save more money by staying within the first health network. There's no waiting periods on sickness and injury benefits. Easy to use and easy to understand. We have those 4 benefit levels, including that guaranteed issue. Now, guys, National General has been around since 1939. We were given an A- rating by AM Best. We specialize in both the short-term and the medical supplement insurance plans. We're actually listed on the NASDAQ at NGHC. Now, of course, guys, please note and always, always, always err on the side of caution. Please make sure that your insureds understand and know that these are not Affordable Care Act plans that you're selling. These Affordable Care Act plans require 10 essential health benefits. And unfortunately, the short-term medical, the access, so on and so forth, do not meet those guidelines. So please make sure that your insured understands and knows that. Read this disclaimer to them, make sure that they understand. Guys, if you have problems, questions, concerns, you can always email me at the ngahtraining@ngic.com. I appreciate your time and thank you for being here. I will see you next time. Be safe.